This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Steve Irvin with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. In our race to vaccinate, it didn't take long. In fact, it took about 20 minutes for more than 34,000 vaccine appointments to be snatched up by the general population. Those 16 and older now eligible to get the COVID-19 vaccine in our state. The appointments left over from last week now going into arms of all ages. We caught up with a few of them today. All of them signed up and got their shot this morning.
And it's just crazy how much like a little shot can hold so much power.
It's the morning, I'm done. It literally took me like less than 15 minutes to go through all this. It was amazing.
Nearly 3 million doses of vaccine have gone into the arms of Arizonans, and more appointments are on the way. 80,000 more will go online for state sites on Friday at 11 a.m. Glendale Community College also transforming into a vaccination site, eventually capable of delivering about 5,000 shots a day. That location kicks off tomorrow morning. Some simple things you can do to try to get an appointment. Check back throughout the day as more appointments often open up. Also, make your online account before you try to sign up. Save some time. Governor Ducey in Tucson today, touring the state-run vaccination site there on the University of Arizona campus. Nearly 86,000 doses have been given out. The governor also receiving his second COVID-19 vaccine given to him by Dr. Kara Christ. By tomorrow, 3 million Arizonans will have received at least one vaccination shot for COVID-19. Across the state, the rate of infection is declining. Hospitalizations are down. COVID deaths just a fraction of what they were weeks ago. With nearly half of the state's population either vaccinated or at one time infected with COVID-19, Arizona is inching closer to herd immunity. We're not there yet. Some elected officials want to consider loosening COVID restrictions, though, beginning with mask mandates. Maricopa County Supervisor Steve Chukri thinks it's time to do that.
I'm not suggesting we just become careless and throw caution away. We have to be mindful that this pandemic is still there. But what I'm asking is that we also have to be mindful of the reality that vaccinations are really starting to happen in a very big way.
Chukri admits most of his fellow supervisors want more proof it's safe before signing off on ending the mask mandate. Experts are still estimating that Arizona should reach herd immunity by sometime in mid-July. To get there, experts say we need about 75% of Arizona's eligible population to get vaccinated. Dr. Joshua LeBaire, the executive director with the ASU Biodesign Institute, says while herd immunity should end the pandemic, it will not be the end of COVID-19.
Important to remember, herd immunity does not mean that we won't see infections. We currently have herd immunity to measles, but we still have measles outbreaks here and there, typically among people who've not been vaccinated.
The state health department reports about 26% of all Arizonans have received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. A bill to approve $1.5 million to fund body-worn cameras for DPS through 2026 is moving through the state legislature. Some lawmakers, however, are still concerned about an amendment that would limit who can access those videos. They say it blocks transparency. The bill now heads to the Senate Rules Committee. You've seen the clever messages on ADOT's highway signs, and now you can help write one yourself. They're taking submissions for their yearly safety message contest. Last year's winners wrote "Signal" and "Ready to mingle," and "Red fish, blue fish, speeding is foolish." If you think you've got something just as good as these, or maybe a little better, you've got until March 31st to submit your idea at az.dot.gov. Workers wanted in Phoenix, Thrift Books, an independent online used bookseller, is opening a processing center here. The company says it will create 150 new jobs, from product sorters and machine line workers to management roles. The company will host an employment open house next week with tours and on-site interviews.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Get ready for a gusty and dusty Thursday across Arizona, including in the valley, where a wind advisory takes effect at 11 in the morning on Thursday, along with a blowing dust advisory along with southwestern parts of Arizona because of the strong winds that we are anticipating that will loft a lot of that dust. In fact, here's a look at futurecast wind throughout the day tomorrow. Wind speeds anywhere from 15 to 25 gusting up to 40 to 45 miles per hour at times during the latter part of the day, and the wind will subside after sunset. So the planner showing wind speeds really cranking up around midday, right around 15 to 20 miles per hour. Again, gusts of 40 to 45 cannot be ruled out. In fact, that's where we go into weather action mode on Thursday because of that blowing dust and strong wind potential in the valley. Friday, a slight chance of showers at 20%, down to 10 on Saturday, with temperatures in the 60s and 70s for the next 3 days. But then we're back in the 80s beginning Sunday and much of next week, too.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.